matter of hours, matter of hours, yes, before the Eagles, fight out against their counterparts from Rwanda, the Amavubi. But the Super Eagles of Nigeria have assembled a full squad at their Uyo base as preparations intensify for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying fixtures.
A testament to whether we're ready to play at the World Cup or not, and whether we even get that win against Rwanda at home, like we did when we played at the Amahoro Stadium, in Kigali, Rwanda. Would also need some teams to do us some favor. We would call on some nations to do us some favor, and that's going to include Lesotho. It's going to include Zimbabwe. We will just need teams to do us this big favor. At the end of the day, OJ, you say we've not actually covered ourselves in glory. In 6 games, we'll have just 1 win. That's a terrible shame for a country as big as Nigeria, football-wise, in Africa. And the fact that we just have 1 team to qualify from the groups tell you we've not actually started the qualifiers really well. If we get that win against Rwanda like we ought to, like we should, how do we play South Africa in Bloemfontein? That is the big hurdle. So it's not just about getting the win. As a matter of fact, we can get the win against Rwanda, get a draw against South Africa, and that's going to be the end of the competition totally, because at the end of the day, we are how many points behind South Africa? Well, 7, South Africa is on 13, so we're 6 points. We're about behind South Africa. That's to tell you how bad we've been, how terrible we've been during the qualifiers. But I want to see how the boys will respond. Nigerians also want to see how the boys will respond. The last time we played at home, I was in that game in Uyo, and I did see how Nigerians responded to that draw. We were shattered. I mean, many Nigerians, you were shattered, from the supporters to the fans to the sports guys who came. A lot of us were shattered. But that's not because we cannot play. That's not because we do not have individual quality. That's because we've not built a team, OJ, for the longest. We're still learning the ropes, and I continue to ask, for how long will we learn this rope? You want to tell me, in this glorious era, these 2 individual stand-alone talents will not be at the World Cup? That's a huge shame.
Inexcusable, honestly.
That's a huge shame. You take a look at how many goals these 2 individuals have scored in the past 4 years, 5 years, individually. And you want to say they're not supposed to take this talent to the World Cup, to the bigger stage? That's a big shame. So whether or not we'll get that win against Rwanda, I wouldn't know, honestly. I mean, I'm not betting, I'm not putting my hopes high. No, I'm not doing any of those things. But I want to see good football. I want to see how Eric Chell, from his ouster from the Chan tournament, would regroup. Let's see that win. He was able to get, that was his first win actually, in charge of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It was an away victory against this same team at Rwanda. And to think that we've not beaten Rwanda at that place in a very long time, to get that win was something huge for us. So let's see how they fight out against Rwanda at home. I think, but the most important game is going to be how we face Bafana Bafana in Bloemfontein.